Today we're going to talk about the powers of the blinders on a racehorse. Before I start, I want you to go down and hit the subscribe button, please. Hit the subscribe button and don't forget to select the like button. You all hear about the Kentucky Derby. I can't wait to go one day. And you see horses running in the Kentucky Derby. And as the jockeys riding on the horses, you always see that the horses have blinders over their eyes. And those blinders are there to help the horse focus, to help the horse to keep going forward. No matter what's going on around them, that blinder is there to bring about a point of focus, a point of where they're going. You're going straight forward towards your goal. And it's very easy to deviate from your goals. In race car driving, they always teach the drivers to always keep an eye on where you're going. Don't look to the side. Don't look to the fences. Don't look away from where you're going, because wherever you look, that's where you will be going. And that's the same way in life. So today we're going to talk about the power of the blinders on a racehorse. I'm going to split it up in 4 points, and I'm going to try and deal with each one of these points briefly and with enthusiasm. Point number 1, we need to draw out the creative competition in others. We need to draw out the creative competition in others. You see, because it's only creative wealth that prospers. It's only creative wealth that prospers, not competitive wealth. It's only creative wealth that prospers, not competitive wealth. You do not have to step on anyone to succeed. You do not have to belittle anyone to succeed. You do not have to cheat, rob anyone to succeed. You could help as many people get what they want, and you will always get what you want. You can always draw that creative competition out of others. You see, the beginning of the good book, the Creator created the earth. So everything should come out of a sense of love, and come out of a sense of creativity, and come out of a sense of encouragement, and a sense of lifting others up. Point number 2, which we're going to talk about today, is creative competition creates legacies which last. Creative competition creates legacies which last. You want to create things that last. You want to create things that spells long after you're gone. You want whatever you're creating to echo in eternity. Long after you're gone, whatever you're creating should benefit your family, should benefit the people you love, should benefit the people around you, and should benefit the societies around you. Whatever you're creating should not be something that you're hoarding for yourself. Whatever you're creating should not be something that it's just for me and not for my siblings, and just for me and not for them. It should be something that is shared, something that is valued, something that all components of it come together and realize that we are creating a legacy. We are creating something that will live long after we are gone. We are creating something that will be of paramount importance to a society, something that will build others up, something that will grow others. When you create legacies, when creative competition creates legacies, legacies are created, and as a result, you infuse in others the ability, you infuse in others the need, you infuse in others the sense of creating legacies themselves. That's the beauty of discipleship. When you disciple one person, you're discipling them and training them so that they in turn could go and disciple others. And the process continues. And that's the same way. When you create legacies, you're encouraging all the people that you're dealing with to create legacies themselves. You see, legacies, the creation, the creative competition creates legacies which last. Point number 3 we want to talk about today is creative competition creates wealth which values others. Creative competition creates wealth which values others. You see, you always want to value others. You always want to honor others. You always want to honor the things that they are doing. You cannot build a team or build anything without all the different facets coming together as a team. There is never side A, side B, side C, all talking in their own direction. You see, you have to value others. You have to honor others. If you're competing with others, you want to do things with a spirit of excellence. You want to do things out of a spirit of creativity, out of a spirit of excellence, out of a spirit of love. You always want to honor and value others. If somebody creates a book or write a book, you don't want to get it for free. Go and purchase it. So you're honoring them. You're valuing what they have. You're valuing who they are. If somebody make you a cake or create a cake or create something, don't go and expect them to give you for little or nothing. Value them and pay the price. Pay the price. Even put a tip on top of it. Encourage them. Always encourage that creative competition. Always value others. Always value others. You value others too, because whatever you sow, you will reap. If you value others, people will value you. If you celebrate others, people will celebrate you. If you care about others, people will care about you. What you sow, you will always reap. What you meter out will come back to you. What you give out will come back to you. You always have to remember that. We live in such a society in which others will teach you other than, but you don't want to do that. You want to always live by non-negotiable standards. And you could go back and listen to my video on the power of non-negotiable standards. So you see, you have to have non-negotiable standards. You have to have standards that you believe in. You have to have standards that you go by, and standards that you live by, and standards that you hold fast. Point number 4, creative competition creates wealth which celebrates the principles of the good book. So creative competition creates wealth which celebrates the principle of the good book. You see, I always refer to the good book, I mean the Bible. You see, as you live and you grow and you go, you want to follow the principles, not just be a hearer of the word, but you also want to be a doer of the word also. You want to also treat other people fairly. Too many times what happens, we want people to treat us a certain way, but we don't do it the same way. We want people to pay us on time, but we don't pay our employees on time. We want people to pay what they owe, but we don't pay what we owe. We want people to treat us a certain way, but we don't meter out that same treatment. And that's what you want to do. You want to also adhere to the principles that you're expecting other people to adhere to. If you want people to be kind to you, you have to be kind to others. If you want people to love you, you gotta love others. If you want people to cherish you, you gotta cherish others. If you want people to respect you, you want to respect others. You want to not just be a hearer only, but you want to be a doer. You want to live by what you're saying. You want to live by what you're speaking. You want to live by what you're holding everybody else to. So you have to have principles. You have to have standards that you go by. You have to have principles and solid standards. And my principle and my solid standards comes from the good book. You see, I will always respect others. I always care for others. No matter, even if I disagree with them, I still love them. Even if I disagree with them, I still respect them. Even if I disagree with them, I still celebrate them. Even if I disagree with them, I still value them, buy their product, pay for their products. Even if I disagree with something that they're doing, I still celebrate them. I still lift them up. I still help them. I still pour into them. I still love them. I still care for them. You see, you can't let your disagreements stifle love. Love has to flow. As love has to flow. The good book said, Beloved, let us love one another, because love is of God, and he that loveth not knoweth not God, because God is love. When I see people, I want to always leave the impressions in people's minds that they felt love, they felt care. It has to be like a ball of love rolling by, and that's the love that we get from our Creator, and that's the love that we should share. You see, as we create creative competition, creating wealth, and celebrate the principles of the good book, I want to also highlight, not because you go by the principles of the good book, it doesn't mean that you have to be a walking mat for anybody. It doesn't mean that you just say yes, 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 yes to everything. You could say no. You could disagree. You could say, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that based on my principles. You see, you could do that. You don't have to say yes to everything. And you don't have to let people walk over you. You could speak the truth in love. You could be assertive. You could be assertive when you need to, and as you go forward. But always you want to function in wisdom. You always want to function in grace. So I want to encourage you to go and learn the power of the blinders on a racehorse and apply those principles to your life. And as you apply those principles to your life, see yourself grow. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button, please. Hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to select the like button. Thank you. Have a wonderful day, and go out there and learn the power of the blinders on a racehorse. God bless you.